let's now head to the Aliza Hotel. There's currently a National Executive Council meeting of the NPP. They are supposed to have a crucial meeting, and which is part of the processes leading to the upcoming primaries of the NPP. My colleague Samuel Mbura is there for us. Mbura, what is this meeting about, and who are the participants of this meeting?
All right, so Asha, we know very well that sometime last week, the vetting committee presented its report after scrutinizing the documents of all the 10 aspirants to the National Council of the party through the General Secretary, Justin Frimpong Kwedia. So per the party hierarchy, the National Council of the NPP is the second highest decision-making body and is supposed, or is it is mandated, to table these recommendations from the vetting committee before the National Executive Council, which is the final decision-making body in the NPP. So that is what exactly the meeting is all about today. But what we do know is that all the 10 aspirants have been passed by the vetting committee of the NPP, but they are supposed to be confirmed today. So that makes it very critical for the aspirants involved. So it doesn't mean that the vetting committee passing them makes them automatic or make them automatic aspirants in the upcoming race. So after today's meeting, that will determine whether the National Council has accepted in whole the report by the vetting committee, or they would reject some. Another issue that is actually coming up in this meeting has to do with whether the exercise will be centralized or decentralized. You've already heard some of the aspirants raising concerns about they decentralizing the process. They think that they'll be less expensive than putting it at a centralized point and all that. So some of these issues will be looked into by the National Executive Council. Another serious issue has to do with the voters register ahead of the Special Delegates Congress slated for August 26. We know that after the General Secretary Frimpong Kwedia granted us that interview, there were reactions from all the camps, or some of the camps of the flag bearer aspirants, that they were actually demanding fairness in the process. Some were of the school of thought that if you remove names of those who have vacated their positions or deceased persons from the voters register, you shouldn't replace it. You should leave it as such. So the committee will bring a finality to this. But mind you, as of yesterday, there was a meeting between the national executives of the NPP and the National Council of Elders of the NPP, looking at how the elections will be held with decorum, and also how they can guide all the aspirants to campaign without smear attacks and all that. So every member of the NPP who matters at the top hierarchy is expected to be part of this meeting. In fact, the President, Nana Akufo-Addo, is supposed to be part of the meeting, but I'm told he's currently not around. So expect every top member of the NPP, the founding members, and those who constitute the National Executive Council to be part of all this all-important meeting that will be held. But as we speak now, the meeting hasn't started. Just 5 minutes ago, Richard Ahiagwa, National Communications Director, was here to assess the venue, and he just left about 5 minutes ago. So we are still pitching camp, waiting for the members of the National Council of the NPP and the National Executive Council to come and kickstart the meeting. But we are still pitching camp within the premises of Aliza Hotel.
Bora there bringing us updates of that crunch meeting to be held by the National Executive Council and the National Council of the NPP regarding the upcoming Super Delegates Conference, which happens on August 26. Away from